Ready? Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
I'm Kylie.
And I'm Kirsten.
And you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so used to doing the morning stuff. I'm saying good morning. Not good morning, good evening, guys. Good evening to you. I'm Jimmy. I am your astute tourist. Welcome to our evening live Wednesday hump day. How's everybody doing tonight? We had a couple people waiting here for us. I see James is back up on his computer. James, I hope you're feeling better. James Catanese is here. Hi, I had to start over. My computer bit the dust. Well, I guess it's always good to have something new, right? Good to see you, James. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. And Eddie Lugo's on the drive home, he says. He'll be home soon. And I appreciate you listening while you're driving. Remember, 2 hands on the wheel. But good evening, everybody. It is our Hump Day Live edition. We call it Cruise News, Carnival Cruise Line updates, and so on. We do all kinds of stuff here. We got a fun-filled, packed live stream tonight, and we got 4 in the house. If you guys are there, let me know in the chat, and don't forget to hit that like and share us out. I'm also going to put an invite out on the panel like I do pretty much every live stream that I do. If anybody wants to come up on the panel, let me know. Something is up with my internet. There it is. You guys see me and hear me okay? I know it looks awful. I'm looking on the replay over here, and it's doesn't look so good. It's my internet, I think, but we'll bear with it. So appreciate you guys coming in. Hope everybody's okay. I hope you've had a good week so far. It is Hump Day. It is the first day of March, and right now Baker is here with us. How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming in. Randa Sita is also here. Good evening to you. Listening at work. Good day all, rather. Geez, I'm having a hard time talking today. What can I say? What can I say? Pardon me for the dead air, guys. It is Wednesday. It's Hump Day, the March 1st. And we got some things we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to go over some cruise questions. Later on, we're going to do a Chancer's Travel raid. At the end of once we get through the 1 hour of our show tonight. And let's see, who else do we have here? Looks like Alex Chapdelaine is here. I don't see him coming up on my StreamYards. Could be the weather, James. You're right. I don't see a lot coming up here on my StreamYard. I do see it on my replay feed on YouTube, but the chat's having a hard time on my computer. I've been having computer issues tonight. I have an iMac, and I thought they were really good, and this thing's giving me a hell of a time. I'm not so happy with it, I'll be honest. But hey, that's how it goes, right? It's always technology that gives us the hardest time. What are you going to do? I really am having a hard time here. I think the internet's a little slow. We've been having problems with it here in the area. I have a Roku TV, and I couldn't even get on the TV. But I can see the chat on the replay, so it might be a little slow. Might be the weather. We pose snowstorm Friday and Saturday. Yeah, we're supposed to get it too. I'm just looking at I'm looking at the link for later. James, why don't I see you coming up as a moderator? Didn't I add you as a moderator? What's going on here? I don't know, but you're in there now. I may have to start this and come back. My computer's having a tough time here. Maybe if I lower the settings, maybe that'll work. Whoa, my head just got big. Bigger than normal. Oh, hey, Paul, how are you? Thank you for coming in. And there it is now. Everything just popped up. So hopefully we're going to be back to normal. I'm starting to see you guys in the chat now. Let's go back now that we can see it. So Alex is saying, good evening, Alex. How are you? I can see it now. Hello, my friend watching from the radio room at the firehouse. Hope you're having a good week, getting closer to warmer weather. Yes, it is. James is saying it may be the weather. So we're having signal problems here. I know, and forgive me for the terrible looking picture that we have. We're having some problems here with the internet, I think. Supposed to get storms Friday and Saturday. Yeah, we're Friday into Saturday night. We're supposed to get over a foot of snow. It's coming. It is definitely coming. Alex says the cloud ceiling is low tonight. And that could be it too. But you see me good. Paul is here from PSV Odyssey. He's saying howdy. Alex is laughing. I'm not sure at what. I must have said something funny. Paul is driving and listening. And I change everything over. Lost videos even. And then James is saying hi to Paul. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming in. So let me do this first. So we a few months ago we went to a campground in Foxborough, Massachusetts, called Normandy Farms Family Camping and RV Resort. And we went there for a food truck festival, which was a lot of fun. And we did a video on that. And wouldn't you know that one of the vendors sent us something in the mail? I haven't opened it yet. So I figured I'd do a mail call here on the show. Why don't we do this? I'm going to share the screen with you guys. So this is the company, Kono Pizza. They're in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I believe they're in Bourne. So they sent us some mail. And so this comes from Kono Pizza, Cape Cod, actually Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts, which is down on the Cape. And it's addressed to us. So let's see what they sent me. Let's see if I can open this up. Let's find out together what they sent us. All right, so we got a nice card from them. Kono Pizza. So it's got the picture of the truck, just like on their Facebook page. It says, "Thank you for your support and helping us grow our business. It means the world to us, Mary and Martin Rayner, Kono Pizza, Cape Cod." So what we did is we featured them as one of the food trucks in our food truck video, and we tried out the pizza, and it was really good. So it comes in pizza dough that's shaped like pizza cone. I'm sorry, an ice cream cone. I don't know if we have a picture of it here. Let's see if we can pull up a picture. So yeah, here it is here. You can see it. That's what it looks like. And it goes through this process. It starts here, as you can see on the left, those white looking cones start off uncooked, and then you can see the cooked brown ones all melted and everything, and that's how they come out. And I'll be honest, it was really good. So they sent us a card, and there's also something in here. It looks like, fantastic. That was really nice of them. They sent us a $25 Kono Pizza gift card. So that was really nice of those guys. I want to thank them. Thank you to Mary and Martin Rayner from Kono Pizza down in Cape Cod and Buzzards Bay. Thank you so much, you guys. We appreciate that. So I think what we're going to do is and I know that they did reach out to me in an email after we posted the video. They said next time if we see them around, to come out and they're going to have us come in. We can interview them, and they're going to give us a tour of the truck. So I would love to do that. We can feature them on the channel. Instead of doing all the trucks, we'll just feature them. So yeah, there's another picture of some of the pizza. It was really good, honestly. I never had up to that point. I had never had pizza in a cone, but hey, first time for everything, right? And that's Kono Pizza. So thank you guys to them. I appreciate that. So I don't know if it's a franchise or not, if they would have something like that in your area. But if they do, check them out. Check them out. So we got 6 in the house tonight. After the stream tonight, we're gonna go over and we're gonna do a Shansta Travels raid. So for any of you mods in the house, if you wanna maybe have their link ready, and we can put that in and get that out there. Yeah, the picture I'm looking at looks terrible. How's it look to you guys? Looks awful grainy. The picture on my computer looks fantastic, but when I look at the one on YouTube, it's looking grainy. But it's got to be the signal, so I'm not going to obsess over it. So we got the Kono Pizza out of the way. I hope everybody's doing tonight. We got some stuff that we wanted to do. We wanted to talk about cruising, maybe some questions. Also, I thought we had a poll. How come I don't see that? How come I don't see the poll? Did you guys see the poll that I put out? Nothing's going right for me tonight. I've been working on the computer, and that wasn't working right. Pulling up some of the editing software, and that didn't work right. I don't know. I guess not. I did put a poll up there, but so it is at the top of the chat. Now, does anybody know why I can't see it on mine? Do I have to sign out of my account? All right. So anyway, I can't see it, but I know I talked about cartoons and what your favorite cartoon is. I put 4 up there. Alex says he picks Bug Bunny. And if anybody knows how I can find it, because I don't see it. How the heck do I get to see the poll so I can reveal what it is? This is crazy. Look at me. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. It's you know what it is? It's a good day for a drink, and I actually left my drink downstairs too, so go top, it came down. Go to the top and it comes down. So it's not on that one. I still don't see it. I don't know. Baker says it's going to be Scooby-Doo. I can't see the damn thing. I'm going everywhere. I can't find it. Oh. I went to the description. Anyway. Let me know in the chat what you guys think out of the 4. I think what we have? We had Bugs Bunny, Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, and I think the Simpsons. So let me know in the chat what you think out of those 4 would be your favorite. For me, as a kid growing up, I really like Bugs Bunny. And when I say Bugs Bunny, I include Daffy Duck and Tweety Bird and Sylvester the Cat and all of those. I like the older ones with Mel Blanc doing the voices. Those were fun. I did like Scooby-Doo as well. The Simpsons is somewhat newer, although they've been doing theirs for a long time. Probably 35, 40 years anyway. I can remember as maybe a teenager. There was a show called The Tracy Ullman Show, and I think that first featured little shorts of the Simpson cartoons on it. And then, of course, there's the Flintstones, too, and they're all from that same era, so I'm showing my age. But if anybody, you guys want to put it in there, let me know. Baker says Scooby-Doo. Perfect. All right, so anyway, moving on. Let's see if this is going to work. So I had some questions. I was hoping we were going to get more cruisers in here. Into the house. Thought maybe we'd have a little bit more people in here, people that cruised, but I guess not. So so this is what we're gonna do. Let's do some of this. Let's do a little cruise stuff. All right. Let's do it. Cruise stuff. All right, so the first thing I wanted to ask is when you go cruising and you have to go to the port city, when do you travel to the port city? And what I mean is, do you go the day of the cruise? Do you travel a day or a couple days prior to the cruise and hang out in that city? What do you do? I know for us, we learned our lesson on my first cruise. The flight got canceled because of snow, and we couldn't fly out of our airport. Hey, what's up? Down Under Cruisers are in here. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, Sean and Alana. I guess it would be good morning for you, sir and ma'am. But thank you for coming in, guys. So yeah, so we're asking, when do you travel to the port city when you're going to go onto a cruise? So like I was saying, we learned a valuable lesson. It was the second time we cruised. We were actually going the day before, which was fine. But that's what saved us, was by flying the day before, because our cruise got canceled because of the weather. And we weren't sure if we could even get a flight out the next day. So where I live in New Hampshire, as most of you know. What we did is we got another flight out of Logan, Boston Logan Airport the next day, on the day of the cruise. So we took the bus into Boston, and we spent the night at a hotel. So we were closer to the airport, and we were able to take a shuttle into the airport, and we got into the port city, and still had a little time to spare. So since then, we learned a lesson, and we plan on going on our next cruise, which is my third one, 2 days before the cruise. So that's what we do. So I don't know what anybody else does. Do you guys, do you live near there? So James says he goes 2 days early. Randacita says the day before, which is good advice. I've learned that from other folks and then from me finding out the hard way. Yes, Alex, we are going on a cruise in the fall. We're going on a group cruise. It's called the Booze Cruise, as in ghosts, scary ghosts. Boo. That's in October, and that sails out of New Orleans. Sean says it is good morning, and I'm just lurking in the background. Shh, don't tell my boss. I know your boss. It's kind of a hard butt, isn't he? Can I say ass on this? It's kind of a hard ass, isn't he? But what are you going to do? Those bosses. Sean's asking James, are you packed yet, James? Did you pack yet? Almost there, he says. Okay. Pedroza Travel says, my cruise to Norwegian, I booked flights 2 days early, which was good because they all got delayed, but we were still at the port on time. But we did not get to see as much as Copenhagen as you wanted. Well, at least you made the ship. The same was for us. We were supposed to fly into Orlando a day early, and we were going to spend a day hanging out in Orlando. And then, of course, like I just told you, we had to fly in the next day. And that was scary. And that was my first cruise, so I was all like, oh, my God. We're going to miss the cruise. What are we going to do? So another thing, too, is do you guys buy the travel insurance, the cruise insurance? I know that we do, and it's good. So Alex is asking, where does the cruise take us? The cruise, let's see, this one's going to Montego Bay, Jamaica. It's going to the Grand Cayman, and then to Cozumel, and then back to New Orleans. It is I believe it's an 8-day cruise, 7-night. And is that 11 days to go to be on the Pride? Because you're leaving on the 12th, right? So that makes sense. 11 days. Man, he drags me over the coals for the littlest things. I need to pee and he blasts me. I'm focused on a job and he complains I take too long. Seriously. Yeah, I don't know how you put up with him, my friend. He must be a hell of a boss. But what you got to work, right? Because how else can we afford to go on these fun trips that we do? So, yeah. Yeah, I guess you either have to grin and bear it, or you're not going to put your wife to work. Don't do that. All right, so I have a yearly policy, so insurance policy for that. Alex is saying, wonderful, enjoy. Alex, I'm sure there's room on the cruise. If you want to go, I'll give you the details. I travel a lot, so I don't want to have to pay for an expensive evacuation if it all goes south. And I'm with you. That's why we purchased the insurance, just in case. So if we, God forbid, we don't make the cruise, we'll end up at least being reimbursed. Are you coming with us on the cruise in January 25? So I talked to my boss, speaking of bosses, and the cruise itself is 14 days, and then there'll be some extra days, and I cannot get that much time off in a row. Now, there's not to say who knows what's going to change in 2 years, but I actually talked to him about it, and I don't know if that's going to happen. I may look at, I don't know. I'm not sure, but he didn't seem all too receptive of me being gone for 16 or 18 days. But what can I do? I got to wait another couple of years anyway. I did call the retirement board, and I am due I have to wait until another year before I'm eligible to retire. The question is whether I'll be able to afford to retire or not. We're looking into possibly some passive income ideas so that maybe I can retire, but we'll see. I really would like to spend New Year's Eve in Sydney and watch the fireworks, and then get on that cruise ship and sail into the South Pacific. It's one of my bucket lists, definitely. But what are you gonna do? So the Down Under cruise, and forgive me, Sean, if I don't do it justice, but it's I just talked about it. So everyone's going to meet in Sydney on New Year's Eve. They're going to watch the fireworks from there, the New Year's Eve fireworks, spend the night in a hotel, and then on January 2nd, the cruise leaves for a 14-day cruise, and it sails to several South Pacific islands. And I don't remember exactly all the islands. Sean, you may be able to say in the chat, but it really is a cruise of a lifetime, and don't know if we'll be able to do it, but you never know. Got 2 years to go, so he wishes he could drink lots of rum. Yo, Eddie Lugo is home, buddy. I'm glad you made it home safe. And thank you for coming in. I still don't know how to get the poll on my page. So I have myself dialed up, but how do I see the poll? What do I have to do? Do I need to sign out and just sign in as somebody regular? I don't know. I can't see my poll, but if you want to put who you like, which cartoon you like in the chat, let me know. Where are we? We Americans doesn't get a lot of days off, and that's true. Plus, the job that I have, I'm part of the command staff for fire department, and it requires me to be, like right now, I'm basically on call. So, fried taters, French toast, and sausage is being served up. Catch y'all later. All right, Baker. Thank you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Ola, James, Jimmy, and Sean. Time I found a new boss, right? I actually like my boss. It's more of the town I work for than him. But like I said, who's to say? It's 2 years away, so let's just leave it at that for now. Who am I missing here? Donna Cruises, I'm stuck with my boss for life. Stuck with your boss. Everyone's saying yo. Hey, Baker. You got this right. I got it right. Fiji, Vanuatu, and New Caledonia. So that's where it goes. Pedroza, and John. I'm sorry, I didn't know your first name until I saw Sean put you in there. Alex knows my boss. He says my boss is awesome. My boss is a great guy. I can't complain. But So there you have it. So let's get to number 2. So that was first. When do you travel to the port city? And like I said, we've learned we usually go a couple days. And for this one in October, we're going to New Orleans. Even though we've been there before, there's lots of things that we haven't seen. Yeah, I'm with you, my friend. Just build a huge YouTube channel. I'm trying. I'm really trying. And yes, it does sound like an awesome cruise. And I'm sure we'll be hearing more about it way before then. But yeah, so visiting New Orleans will be fun. And any port city, if you can go a couple days prior, why not? Do some sightseeing, make some videos. So here's the other question. So do you spend time in the port city? So if you go a couple days prior or a day before, do you just hang out in a hotel and wait, or do you go sightseeing? Do you see the sights? And when do you do it? Do you do it before the cruise, or do you wait until after? So my last cruise that we did actually went out of New Orleans as well. It was on a Carnival cruise line, and it went out of New Orleans, and we actually spent a couple days after the cruise in the city and did some sightseeing there. And if you've never been to New Orleans, I suggest that you should go. It is famous for Mardi Gras, of course, and it's a party town, but there is a lot of history there. A lot of old buildings and architecture. Of course, Jackson Square is there, which is like a famous park. It's right down by the river. There's a famous trolley there. There's museums like the World War II Museum is there, which is fantastic. There's all kinds of cool, believe it or not, cemeteries where, because of the water table there, the water table's really high, and you can't dig holes in the ground. They'll flood very quickly. I don't know how many feet above sea level they are, but it's not by much. I mean, New Orleans was basically built on a swamp along the Mississippi River, and there's some cool cemeteries there. So they build them in vaults. All the people are, I guess, not buried, but they're placed in these vaults above the ground, and it's kind of neat to go in and visit those. It's a lot of fun. Chance to Travel saying, yes, she ghost hunts in the New Orleans cemeteries, and you can do ghost tours at night, and we may do one when we go. We're going to be there. The cruise leaves on a Sunday. We're going to fly in early morning on Friday, and Colleen does a lot of reading, and she reads some books that take place. They're like period books. They take place in the 1800s, I guess, in New Orleans, and I think some of them may have vampires and all that kind of stuff involved. So she wants to do one of these ghost hunting tours, which it does sound like a good time. John says he likes the late embarkment time, so there's no lines. And I heard that too. Somebody today, forget who I was watching, a live stream, and they were talking about, if you're bringing, your 12-pack of soda or seltzer or whatever, water, do you want to carry that around with you all day or not all day, but all morning in the port? But if you do a late, then you can get right in, and you're not carrying that, and you can get right to your room. We buy the Faster to the Fun pass on Carnival. Does anybody do that? We've done that before, and that kind of gets us in our room a little bit quicker. I know when so let's talk about this. We'll get to the next one now. So let's get to this one. How many bags do you pack to bring on board? So talking about Faster to the Fun, we usually have, I usually have a small backpack that I carry all my my camera gear and that in. And I try to pack a t-shirt or a polo shirt and some shorts. Not a budgie smuggler, Sean. But that way, if our luggage is a little bit late to the room, I can change into something after traveling all day. You know, I can put something on that's a little warmer. John says he did a video about the trolley, oldest continuous trolley in the USA. Yeah, we rode that, and I was talking with Mike Clock. He may come in on Friday as well from Clock Family Travels. And we're going to try to do some time-lapse videos of the trolleys, which I think will be cool. People are saying hello. There's supposed to be severe thunderstorms down south with supper cell T-storms with tornadoes. Is that today? Tomorrow. Gotcha. Okay. Chance says, yes, she's seen that. You take, all right, so bags, one big one you carry on in a backpack. Yeah, so that's what I do too. I have, I guess, a normal size luggage, and then I carry my backpack with all my camera gear and a change of shorts and a shirt. I only pack one carry-on backpack. Of course, I'm traveling with Colleen, and if she had her way, she would take 2 giant bags, of course, because there's all those shoes she's got to bring, and we dress up for a formal night, which on Carnival, it's casual clothing. They even, I think they even let you wear jeans as long as you have a decent shirt on to go to dinner. But it's fun for us, so we like to dress up. I mean, I don't wear a tuxedo, but I'll wear a tie and a nice shirt and maybe a vest. And it's fun. It's fun to dress up for formal night, at least for us. So James says he's one backpack, one suitcase with wheels. Okay. And what do I have against budgie smugglers? I don't have anything against them. In fact, you and Kenny looked fantastic in the pictures that I saw from your last cruise. You guys were styling, I must say. Couple of strapping young men with your budgie smugglers on. Formal means a clean shirt, right? Yeah, that's right. And honestly, really clean shirt. Like I said, I was reading some of the stuff from Carnival's list today, and they were talking about their formal dinner, and they said you can even wear jeans as long as there's no holes in them, and they look good. So it's pretty casual. But like I said, we like to dress up. You know, we're not like, again, I'm not wearing a tuxedo. Colleen's not wearing a ball gown or anything of that nature. But John says I wear at least a collared shirt for formal. Yeah, I mean, you know, you want to look decent. I mean, that's how we were brought up, I think. Anyway, if my mother let me go out of the house dressed in just a t-shirt and some shorts, just old shorts or bathing suit to go to dinner, yeah, that wouldn't work out well. Not at all. I cannot wear dress pants because of the legs, so not make steakhouse dinner. So you can't go to the steakhouse dinner? They want you to wear dress pants there? Is that what you're telling me? That's a bummer. They need to make an exception for that. You should have seen what Rabbi Yosel Sachs Schmimmelhauser looked like. I actually did. I saw the video. He was looking mighty fine, must I say, as most rabbis do. Yeah, that was fantastic. So we do a bag each, and Colleen will bring some sort of a other bag, little bag, and I bring a backpack. Now I have a backpack that's designed to put my camera gear in it, and then there's other room. It's got wheels on it and a little handle, but it will fit in front of the seat on the plane or up in the overhead compartment, so it does count as a carry-on. I also bring. So what do you guys bring for charging devices? Now, I bought this thing on Amazon, and it's a non-circuit breaker kind of a plug thing. It's square. It's actually downstairs, but it has, I think, 3 regular plugs, and then it has 3 USB plugs. And it's got a little on-off switch on it. And it's not a circuit breaker. And that's allowed to bring on board the ship. So we use that, and it's got a cord on it. I would say the cord's maybe 3 feet. Now, if you've been watching my comeback here since about the beginning of January, I had taken some time off in the fall and through the winter because of some health issues, and it turns out I have sleep apnea, and now I have a CPAP machine, so that has to come with me on board, and I have to make sure that'll reach for the bed. And I know the last two rooms that I had, the outlet is on like the counter or the dresser where the mirror is. So I use the footstool, bring the little cord thing over the footstool, and then have the, well, in this case it will be the CPAP, so I can reach it at the bed. Somebody said that they'll provide me with an extension cord if I ask for it. Do you guys know? Is that true? Will they do that? I don't know. I definitely need some more advice. Sean says, you folks are so lucky. All I get is that's right. That's right. We've talked about that, right? Alana gets the bag and you get the Ziploc. That's all you need. The budgie smuggler goes in there. And if you wear that little half shirt that you wear, maybe you fold that up tight, that'll go into the Ziploc bag, right? Hey, Najuma, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. Let's see. If anybody wants to come up, I'm going to put the link up. Come on up. Sean says, Jimmy, just ask the room steward for an extension cord. I get one every time. Okay. That's I wasn't sure if that worked, because I was going to bring one of my own, and someone told me in a different live, they said, yeah, don't bring your own. They may take it away. But I do bring that little charging block, and I brought it on the last 2 cruises, and I've never had a problem. So, but I will do that. I know you're at work, right? Your boss may see you. That boss, he's a, I don't know. You're going to have to give me his email so I can talk to him for you. So there you go. Any other advice that anybody wants to give anybody about cruising? What is a must-have that you guys need to bring with you? Is it the charging block? I mean, for me, it'll be the CPAP machine. It's definitely a must-have. But what's Alex saying? He says, that does not sound like fun, sleep apnea. That would explain why you were always tired. Right, buddy? Hey, look who's here. Let me fix that. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, Shannon. How are you?
Great. I don't see you.
You don't see me.
No.
I had this problem last time. Kenny couldn't see me. I think I can see you. Do you guys see Shannon in the stream? Throw a 1 in the chat if you see her. I've been having some awful signal issues here tonight with the stream, so
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
that may have something to do with it. Yeah, Eddie says he sees you.
Okay, I see both. I see both of us now. So
Oh, you can see me?
yeah, I can see you now.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Just took a minute. So
How you
so
doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for coming in. I'm excited to jump over to your stream after. So we're going to go over to Shannon's stream after this one, and we're going to give her a nice big family raid over to
Yay!
Shanster Travels. So
It's Wild
if
Wednesday.
if Sean or James or somebody in as a mod wants to share her link, or Shannon, you can share your link if you want.
Oh,
I have
probably
no
could,
problem
yeah.
with that. Please.
Let
So
me
we
see.
so we were just saying your must-haves when you go on a cruise. What? How about for you? What's the one or a couple things that you must bring with you that you can't go without?
Probably I gotta have my fan. So I have this little tiny fan. It's like this big and it's super powerful. So I have to have that. And then basically just, my necessity stuff. Make sure I don't forget things but my fan's the most important because otherwise I won't be sleeping the whole time.
Right, I have one too. I have one of those little. It came with two bases. It'll either clip onto something or it has a flat base, and that's one of the things I pack in my luggage. We were talking about how many bags that you bring when you go on board. For us, it's usually Colleen and I will take one big luggage each, and then a backpack or something small that we can use as a carry-on.
Yeah.
How about you?
I got a large luggage bag, and then I have the carry-on size, and then I have a big old backpack that weighs about 30, 40 pounds.
Well,
That's
you had.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, because I admin a bunch of cruise groups. So when I go on these cruises, I have all kinds of prizes and just giveaways, and so at least one of my luggage is full of ducks and like lays or beads or something that I can give away. So, and then I come back and that is filled with souvenirs usually.
So you empty it on the cruise and then you fill it up with the stuff that you bring home. It's a great
That's
idea.
right. Yeah.
You mentioned the ducks. My last cruise, which was in 2020, I brought some ducks with me. Put the little card with our channel name on it and everything, and then we hid them around the ship, which was a lot of fun. And we did have a couple people email us back that had found them, so it was nice to see that. That's a lot of fun.
It is, and there's even a Facebook group. It's called Cruising Ducks, so you can put your ducks on there, and hold on, I'll show you.
Okay.
So the last time somebody gave me this.
Oh my goodness!
I know. They said,
that's
hey.
a big one.
Yeah, it is. So
I usually get the little. Usually get these little ones like that. Somebody gave me this one because he's like an Elvis singer or something,
that's cool.
Yeah, but I usually get those, or they may be just a little bit bigger than that. But I usually go to that Oriental Trading Company and order a big bag of them.
Yeah, I just got me a big bag. Hold on.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, that's good. That's what we do too. It's about those size of the ones we grab. So, and then
Fun.
how do you put the tag on it? Do you just use a piece of ribbon or?
I use it's some kind of twine, and then I punch a hole into the card, and then I wrap it around its neck.
Okay, yeah, we used, I think, similar thing. We punched holes in the card and that, but yeah. So it sounds like we're on the right track. Cruising's new for us. We've only been my wife has been on one other cruise besides me, but so that would be 3 for her and 2 for me. So we're still kind of learning, but it's like I've been telling everybody. Or for me anyway, once I did my first cruise, I got hooked.
Yeah.
I just love it. I think it's such a fun way to vacation.
Yeah. You either love it or you hate it.
John's
So,
saying his must-have is his portable battery.
oh yeah, yeah. That's a necessity too.
Yeah.
Or my
I
snorkel gear.
Oh, snorkeling gear, right on.
Yes, I bring that every time too. So that takes up half my big luggage.
You bring the fins too?
Depends on where I'm going. Like when I went to
Okay.
Australia, I did bring my fins, but for the last couple cruises, I really haven't. I mean, I could swim pretty good, so I'm through with or without fins, but fins make you go faster. So, oh, I hear
Is
puppy,
Sean saying you look like the duck?
a duck.
It says that's what Shanster looks like. Or
But
just you. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm a little late in the chat, so. Oh, maybe because they could see you. Okay, because Eddie's giving us the one. So, all right.
oh, I was
That's got to
gonna
be
say
what that's got to be what it was.
my duck.
I
But
love
yeah,
that duck.
yeah. So that people make these. They look like the platinum cards.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was in the Facebook group and I'm like, oh, I really like that big duck. And the lady goes, come meet me down at the Lido. And I'm like, okay. So she gave me that. I didn't expect that at all.
Um,
I was
that
making fun of her.
that's pretty cool. That's a nice one. I mean, like I said, I'm used to the little ones. We have we own a Jeep Wrangler. I don't know if you're familiar, but with the Wranglers, there's a group of people that will duck you as well. So
Yes.
we've gotten a couple of them. Shannon, where did you find the ducks?
I bought mine on Amazon. So I
That's a good.
find that the Amazon has pretty good prices if you buy them in bulk. Like there was 100 ducks in that, and I think I paid like $35 for it.
There you go.
And
Very
they're the big,
cool.
yeah. So
That's reasonable too. 35 for 100. That's really
great.
good.
So, but
Here's you.
there's a lot of places that have them. You can get like Oriental Trading. So and they're all different ducks, and that's what makes it unique because everybody's got different like kind of ducks.
Right.
So
There's your link. Thank you, Sean, for putting that up.
thank
And
you.
we're gonna go over once we're done. We got another 7 or 8 minutes, 7 minutes left to this live, and then we're gonna go over, and
Okay.
we're gonna go over to Shanster Travels, and
Yeah.
and give you that big old raid.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
I thought we were cruising down under cruisers. Eddie
That's
says you is Sean.
ducks.
Can you hear the dogs in the background?
Yep. That's usually what my dog does.
So my dog's upset because I have the door closed. The two of them are out there, and I think my son may have. We have baby gates in the living room to keep them in there, and I think that's what he did. They're not happy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what he does too. But he usually hears someone's walking by the front or whatever, and then he'll be like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and I'll be like,
Right.
I mean,
So
what
I
do you
think
do? I mean, it's a dog. I mean, they like to bark. So
so. I saw that the duck said the Carnival Valor on it. We were on that. That was my last cruise. Was the Valor out of New Orleans?
yeah,
Well, I like that ship.
me too. I was worried. I got to tell you because at first it was. I was worried because I went on the Glory. The Glory's an older ship, and I figured, they were similar, and which they are. But the upgrades on the Valor are fantastic. So I would much rather go on the Valor than the Glory anymore. Glory was number one, and now it's not anywhere near that. So.
Yeah, we're doing the Glory in October on the booze cruise.
Yeah, you know what? I'm probably going to end up on that too.
Oh, that would be great. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's like wanting to go, and I have a couple friends already on there, so I'm just waiting for that deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but,
Yeah, we've already booked it. we haven't made our plans to go to New Orleans quite yet. I mean, clearly we can't get airfare yet, but
Right.
last time we went, we stayed at a hotel called the Prince Conti Hotel, which was pretty cool. I mean, it's right down in or close to the French Quarter,
Oh, okay.
and it's very nice and quaint. It was nice. I mean, they have the big high 4-poster beds, and there's a cool little restaurant and club called the what do they call it? The I can't think of it now, but it's like that old style, like almost like a men's smoking club with leather
like a
chairs.
speakeasy?
Kind of, yeah, with leather chairs and dark wood everywhere, and it's called the Bombay Club,
Oh, okay.
and that was kind of a nice place to either pregame or come back and have a nightcap at the end of the night. So it's neat, but I usually leave that up to Colleen. She's good at picking a place. We don't just go to like the Holiday Inn or something. She wants to do the whole experience with some
Well,
hotel that represents that area, you know.
well, real quick, because I'm going to have to get off of here and get my life ready. But if you ever go back and you want to stay in there and do the cemeteries and that, there's a place that's called the Haunted Hotel. And that's a pretty good place to stay. And then the other one is the Andrew Jackson Hotel, which is right next to Bourbon Street. It's out in that area. So that one is haunted. I got all kinds
Really?
of keys on there and just all kinds of cool stuff. So
I just wrote that down, so I'll let her know and we'll look it up. But so
Okay.
Shannon, thank you. I know you got to go.
yes,
But
I do.
thanks for coming in, and we got just about 3 minutes left here, so we'll be on over to see
Trying
you
to
in a
close
few
here.
minutes.
All right,
thank you.
catch you on the flip side.
Thank you. Thanks
All
for
right,
coming
bye-bye.
in.
Yep. Now I got to get out of here. Oh, there it is. Okay, bye, y'all. See you in a bit.
Bye. See you later. All right, so yeah, that was cool having Shannon in. That's the first time she's been into one of our streams, but I'm glad she came in. It's good to see her, and she's a good resource for us, as you all are. That's what we're here. We're here to help each other out and support each other. Speaking of supporting each other, if there's anybody in the chat that you haven't been over to their channel, go over, watch a video, give them a legitimate comment, and if you like them, subscribe to their channel. Don't forget, usually in the mornings when I do my streams, I'll talk about this. But positive mental attitude is something that I try to promote. Try to remain positive. Have a positive mental attitude. The positive energy will be drawn to that. Again, I'm not a yogi or the spiritual guy, but when I tell you that PMA works, it really does. It saved my life, and it pushes negativity away. So try to be positive. Try to help everybody out. Hey, Mike, good evening to you. And hey, Shirley, sorry you missed us, but glitter bombs to you. We're getting ready to get out of here. I'm going to be up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're up Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 6 a.m. And then I do our Hump Day evening show on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. I apologize for some of the snafus. I know the video is not so good. I'm going to look into our signal issue here, and it may be just the weather. But I appreciate everybody coming in. So don't forget PMA, like I said. The other thing is, like I always end with, is, well, I got a couple things here really quick. We got some swag. If you guys are interested, go to our spring.com store, The Astute Tourist. Check us out and send us an email if you want to theastutetourist@gmail.com. We also have a PayPal. We can always use donations. They help support our channel, help keep us running. We're certainly not making anything on YouTube yet. And we try to do giveaways and that, but that costs postage. And the last one I did cost over $100. So that came out of our pocket. But if anybody wants to contribute. Oh, the other thing is we have memberships now. So if you want to look possibly joining our channel. We would appreciate that. The prices are reasonable, and I'll be pushing out some social media stuff on that. So let's see. Finish up in the chat real good. Shirley's saying check out the swag. James says great live. Thank you, James. So let's go on. Let's go back over to when we're done here. Let's give her a big astute raid over to Shanster Travels. She's going to be going live here at 7 o'clock, so just about now. And I guess that's going to be it. So for now, my name is Jimmy. I am your astute tourist. I appreciate everybody for coming over. I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down in my heart. And we'll see you over at Shanster. So give her a big astute tourist raid. All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you.